All right, what's going on, everyone? Got a little bit of a chill day today. Gonna be doing some editing. Thank you for all the early birds hopping in. Glad to see that we got some people tuning in. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me cue up some music. If you have any questions, let me know. For the most part, I'll try and talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But yeah, I got the chat pulled up next to me. Uh, yeah, a little bit of sunburn. But yeah, otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and we're gonna be doing some editing. So far, show you a little bit of what I got going on. So currently, I'm going through the intro, and you can see kind of up here in this window is essentially what I'm going to be scrubbing through. And I'll give you a little bit of a preview of what's going on. Down here is kind of where I'm working from, where I'll be like kind of doing the timeline and the editing and kind of merging all the sources together. On the left here is where kind of all my assets kind of sit and hang out. And then on the right, there's a bunch of graphics. I got some Mogurts that I use for the most part, so that I'm not, replicating everything as soon as I do it. But, try and make it a little easy whenever I can. But, hope you all got some coffee, and or whatever means of morning wake up you have. And let's get to it. So, oh, it's good. But today we are going to be editing a little scrimmage / chapter match that I got the privilege of watching down at it's Mountain Creek Run. I gotta check my notes real quick, but it's Mountain Run Winery down in Virginia. Awesome place to host an event. But yeah, this is that footage. We were lucky. It was the first time I got to really test the multicam of the software I have. And yeah, Mountain Run Winery. I don't know why I thought Creek was in there somewhere. Even though there's like no water anywhere there. But yeah, this is luckily we got 2 cell phone footages and 1 kind of wide shot that I was able to record all at the same time, which makes it so much easier I gotta do them individually. Alright. But makes it so much easier to kind of sync everything and make sure everything's good to go. So like here's the main cam. I've done a fair bit already as far as scrubbing through some of the footage. Here we have our main shot, and unfortunately we got the cattle fencing. It's not so great for really getting some fine details, especially the singles. You're able to see some stuff, but it's not great. But luckily, what I'm thinking is, or at least the plan is, I've been talking with Greg about how to do the what's it called? The live stream setup to make it more efficient. But this is essentially what he wants to mirror in the live stream, and it's essentially what all sports do in general. You have a wide shot, and then when there's, the ref needs to make a call, or there's somewhat of an intermission, you watch the instant replay, and then you get, the close-up shots. And of course there won't be that gap there when we edit it all together. But this is just for me to kind of differentiate where everything is. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now for the most part. Yeah, Alex, that was a really good event. It was the first time really seeing both those teams, and it was awesome because I I find myself being in like the demo where I was in for a little while, so I know the people when I first got in, but now there's a bunch of new people, and I feel like the old man at the party, but it's good to see a lot more faces in the crowd and in the list, so it's definitely something. I'm glad I have to learn all these new names, but It's it can definitely be a little much at times. But oh, Alex, you're flattering me so much. It wasn't the best setup. There's a lot better, but I love it just because it's very easy to travel with. And my hope is that if I'm not able to travel to some of these events, I can at least have them send me the footage to do this in post. But so far we got essentially the first quarter done. We got all these singles, and then let's see, there's the 3 rounds of singles, and then we got some melees that go ahead now and just take care of these. So it's a little cleaner now that I already got it done. Just de-enable them. If you have any questions about the editing process, or even have a suggestion on what may look cool, or something you would want to see in a video like this, you know, you almost think of it like you're the beta testers, and you tell me what you'd like to see. But go ahead. There may be some times where I just kind of don't talk. But like I said, it's a bit of a productivity stream, so I do apologize, but I have a simple monkey brain, and sometimes I get too much input and then I just kind of freeze and don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so the plan is right now we're gonna finish going through and just chunking everything roughly to where it is. So right now, I think I got the singles done, and we were just about to start clipping together some of the melees. Flame graphics everywhere. Yeah, I might just try and do my best Guy Fieri impression, put some flames on there, get a flame button down, maybe some lightning effects. RGB is what the kids love, so maybe we'll put some of that in there to show I'm a true elite gamer. But yeah, so just to make it easier for myself, what I've done is I've made kind of 2 sequences. I've got the main sequence here where I can switch between the 2. This is my raw, like I think it was close to an hour of fights. So this is where I'm going to be kind of scrubbing through the footage, and then this sequence one is going to be essentially like my working sequence. But let's go ahead and do a little bit more scrubbing. Okay. So Paul, what exactly do you want to use the soundboard for? Just because I know there's, like, soundboards are one of those things where it, you would like think that you need it to manage everything, but OBS is actually pretty good about managing a lot of the stuff. But I'm just curious what you'd actually, like, the function that you need from the soundboard that you don't have right now. And of course, you know, I'm just trying to be constructive. I don't want to pick apart your ideas. You can easily tell me, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna get what I want. Shit. And for everyone in the chat as well, I've been doing this maybe 2 years. That's being generous, because this past COVID year, I did not do shit. So if you think I went to school for this and, you know, this is where I learned it, fuck no. It's all just like YouTube, of what's it called, tutorials and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, we live in a technological age where you can essentially learn anything you want as long as you got the time for it. So, like, this is intimidating, and it scared the shit out of me when I first started. But you pick it up very quick. So, you know, if this is like watching this is scary, trust me, it was scary at first. This is a lot of trial and error. It's not that bad. I think I might add the laser eyes for some of the highlight reels. I might do like just like I see a lot of within like some of the Super Smash compilations and like those like meme compilations. And there's actually a great TikTok account. No, it used to be a YouTube one. Buhurt Vines. They had a bunch of they would do that all the time. So now what I'm going to do right now is essentially go through and find some of the highlights from the different footage. And all I'm doing in this part is I just want to isolate it and put it to the side so that when I do my commentary over it, I can, you know, go through and get some of the cool shots and like the high impact moments and kind of highlight what maybe was not visible so clearly in the wide shot, especially in the singles. It's very handy. And luckily I know like they probably didn't get the best shot of this one, which is why I was really lucky to have 2 volunteers. Josh, huge thank you for that, for kind of facilitating getting me those volunteers. It really helped a lot. Even just everything else you did during it, just to kind of, you know, make sure I had everything I need. You know, big thanks to that. If you guys are kind of putting events together, definitely talk to Josh about how to kind of maximize that, because he did a fantastic job. So I'm hoping, yeah. Now, unfortunately, the ref kind of got in the way here. It's kind of something that the camera person, you got to work around them, because you can never, especially on the side as well, you're going to run into the ref. Just try and get around them and try and get, like, always think about what's the best shot, which is very hard to do live. So she did the best that she could. And, of course, they are volunteers, so, you know, not expecting perfection at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and crop this together. This little exchange here before they reset. Seems like a good one. And if any of the fighters are watching this in post, you guys and gals, there were a lot of girls there. It was awesome to see. Usually in these small just chapter matches, you'll get like 1 or 2 females that show up. But there was a strong showing of the women, and I didn't film it, but the women's 3-on-3s that were going on, they were awesome to watch. Let's see. Ladies 2v2, yeah. Well, Josh, I'll just put it this way. I've been to some events where they were excited to have me, but then, you know, I made kind of preparations ahead of time that just did not pan out. And like simple shit like you did with just getting like kind of being proactive about finding me a volunteer. And I will say these are national level events that I was really looking forward to having more people there, but even after asking, didn't happen. So, you know. But, you know, such is the world of the support. You do what you can. Okay. So it looks like, I think that was the last round of the single, so I think we're going to move into some melees. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Okay, we're going to start it here. We're also going to get to do a little bit of commercials. So I have you both in the chat right now. So Paul and Josh, if you want to DM me, if there's a specific video you maybe want me to highlight for a little, I'm going to just kind of have it playing in the background as I do like a little, maybe like 10-second promo spot on it or something for, you know, between fight commercial break. Show some Ironhide some love. And, of course, everyone's favorite barbarian. Gotta have him in there as well. Oh, shit. Yeah, and don't feel like you gotta edit anything. Just send me, if you want to send me, like, one specific video that you've already made. 'Cause it's gonna be a short one, so, you know, there won't be anything, like, a real lengthy thing to kind of add in there. Oh, nice. The sizzle reels are always key. And if you're curious about the music as well, I probably should actually text them and make sure it's okay with it. That was my bad. But check them out. They're called Galactic Empire. They go in full kind of Star Wars cosplay and do kind of metal versions of all the Star Wars. What's it called? The Star Wars themes. He was a friend of ours. We played a bunch of shows with him in high school. We were kind of both in high school, kind of playing shows together. That was a short round. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow, that was a full round. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna look good. Okay. Those chops are going to be cool. I'll show you. The multicam really starts to shine when in the melees. So let's go ahead and scrub this one. I forgot to. So typically I like to just kind of scrub one at a time. And then I can kind of tell like which cam might get a better angle of it. She kind of got screwed over because they kept going to her corner, and it's hard to get like a cross shot of everything going on, but she gets some good shots every once in a while. Okay, there we go. Go again and get that do-si-do right there. Let's see if there's anything immediately. No. Alright. JRB, good morning. Cameras on scaffolding, yeah, I definitely agree. Greg and I have been, well, I shouldn't say we collaborated. He showed me something that he's been kind of working on. Oh, here we go. Here's some good shots that are going to be coming in. Yeah, we're just going to let this full thing play of him pummeling him. Okay, well, it seems like... Alright, it seems like they don't actually take him down, so we'll just go ahead and crop that there. Put that... There's a little bit of time there. Yeah, it's scaffolding. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. That was an awesome shot. I want to make sure I got it. But yeah, Greg has been kind of putting together like a PVC rig of essentially like a spider cam to put it up top. It's going to be something that I look into doing. because it's, I mean, really, in the, come on, there we go. Really, in the long term, I hope we just get away from the cattle fencing, and that should do a lot to alleviate some of these pains. Let's see what we got here. Looks like she gets the dog pile in the corner. Get that do-si-do that we had earlier. Oh, okay. Cracking the axe. Okay. Let's see if we can get a few frames to give us some leeway. Alright, a few cutaway frames. That should work. Alright, let's go ahead and cut that in there. Looks like it's like right about there. And you're going to see kind of a lot of mistakes from me. This is really the first time I'm doing a project like this. So there's a whole lot of trial and error. So if you, like, if everyone kind of sees something that would make it easier, let me know, and I'll be sure to implement it. Looks like it's going on kind of at the same time. We were able to get him down. There was a 3-on-1 there. Poor Ross. It's good to see Ross really improve. He was looking good. And I know he didn't really get a whole lot of fights before kind of COVID happened. So I'm glad to see he at least kind of made some moves to get better. Okay. Not a whole lot of great close-up shots. Yeah, and unfortunately, I would have loved to have our, you can see her filming right here, but I would have loved to have her kind of move around a little, but unfortunately her phone wasn't getting great connectivity with my router, so it wasn't in the cards that day. But she still got some great shots, and unfortunately, like, all the action was happening right in front of her, so it was, what's this? Yeah, the belt numbers are big. I love that there's at least an effort to do something. I'm always going to champion just having numbers on, like, front backs of tabards like it's a football jersey. I honestly think that's the best way forward, but I know Authenticity wants to wring my neck out for it, and some fighters as well. Which I understand. It's not exactly historical, and that, you know, part as much as we love to say it's all about the sport and we're all athletes, there is a bit of historical kind of shock and awe to it, so I understand why they don't want to have belts. But, like, you know, it's going to make it difficult. Unfortunately, I won't be able to call many names while this is going on, just because I can't reference a belt, like a belt number, and like check the roster. But, you know, it's something that I think the teams are going to start to get a little more standard as events start to actually happen. Ross Praxton, you know, yeah, he's gotta love that boy. I was trying to remember. He does speak Russian, right? I'm trying to remember. Up just because I have OCD. Let's see here. If you have any questions about kind of the setup that was used here, how you can possibly do it at your kind of, you know, home, I guess, or wherever you have events, let me know. I can definitely give some recommendations and see if I can help you out a little. Okay, it doesn't look like a whole lot going on here. Everyone kind of collapses. Does anyone go down? Yeah, unfortunately she was kind of stuck to this corner, so she wasn't able to really get a whole lot. I think for the most part we're gonna not be using her cam. Let's see how our Samsung friend did. Yeah, the names I'm not so kind of fond on. Well, I should say it should be a secondary thing. The numbers should be the primary identifier. The names, I guess, sure, if you want to add that. But like, I think of the amount of people that need glasses to read just when something's like, close by, let alone like in the middle of the field. Okay, looks like there's some cool shots going on here. Let's get a little bit of this footage in here. Fortunately, there was a whole lot of chaos, and I don't think our cameras really caught a whole lot of it. Okay, we got one takedown, we got a charge coming in. Okay, that looks good there. But you can use this as a case study too. So this is part of my pitch of why I think melees, what's it called? Samurai back flags. Oh, come on, we snap pole arms on the regular. Can you imagine how many of those flags would just get snapped by a few axe shots? I mean, it would look pretty cool, but maybe like opening ceremony type thing, just some back flags. But yeah, what I was saying, it's so hard to capture, like, focus on the action, which is why I think pro fights are going to be the thing that really kind of propel this 4-4, because the melees are fun to watch, but it's so hard to kind of just keep track of everything going on. Like, they were kind of told, hey, follow the action, and they're having a tough time doing it. So, and these are your fans. Like, these aren't fighters. These are fans, just kind of. Josh, correct if I'm wrong. They were wives of the fighters. And yeah, Chris, I wouldn't say they look out of place. It's just, if I'm watching from the stands and I want to see who was that, there is no way in the middle of that action that I'm going to be able to kind of check out, like, be able to read who's in that grapple and kind of identify them strictly by the what's it called? Strictly by the names is kind of my point. But yeah, it definitely doesn't detract from it. It's just, I don't think it necessarily accomplishes it on its own, if that makes sense. Okay. Alright, looks like our boy Ross is just gonna go get in there and get mean right away. Sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. Our puppy. Someone must be at the door or something. But, or maybe she made a loud noise downstairs. Let's see here. Okay, right, this is, it was an armor failure. Okay, a little bit of a stop action. Alright. Go ahead and clip it and get the... You go back and get a shot of the fighter leaving. Yeah, it would be cool to have a Jumbotron there. It would be a lot for the production staff to... Well, actually, I mean, that'd be a good question for Greg. We're working on... I think once we kind of reliably figure out a way to get the kind of instant replays on a live stream, then I think a Jumbotron would be... and I'm talking about like multi-cam instant replays, and kind of figuring out how to do it best. And like the turnaround time needs to be 10 seconds, really. I mean, if you think about, like, if you watch a football game, you know, the play clock in between like plays is what, it's a 35-second play clock. So you know, you have 35 seconds to find the clip, go back, and replay it. So it'll be something for, you know, Buhurt to eventually do that. Okay, so fighter leaves. Okay, let's pick the action back up here. And looks like this is the last round. So this should be the last of our scrub. Alright. And that's the end of our footage. Let's go ahead and get this last one in there. Okay. Actually, let's group them all together. Keep track of them. Let's see. Yeah, the drone guy would be nice. We would just have to, you know... I would like to see it. I don't like the strictly overhead drone. I would just use a drone as just like a way to get like a higher angle, but not like the strictly overhead, like it's a top down. But yeah, a drone is going to be definitely a big player in kind of being able to track everything that's going on in the list. Let's go ahead, let's check the iPhone real quick. Go through that one first. That other cam will probably have the better... she's just following this little scrum on the side. But I think this is where the armor failure happens, so we might get a good shot of that. Yep, okay, perfect. Yep, here's where the helmet pops off. Yep. Oh, perfect. Perfect shot of it. See, this is why having multiple cameras is so much fun. Yeah. It's... I'd have to see if you can, like... If you could, like, tape an external battery to a drone if that's a thing. I don't know. Okay, at least we got the helmet popping off on that one. That's the key shot to explain what happened. Ooh, good shot of that. Okay. Alright, this one might be our shot. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. See if we can get some shots of everything that was going on beforehand. Let's enable. She might get a good shot at the... Yeah, there we go. Ross's charge. He's going so fast I can't even keep him in frame for long enough. Perfect. I gotta say, I got pretty hype when that happened. I felt bad. I wanted to get hype for everyone, but like, this is the first time meeting a lot of you guys, and Ross was the only one I knew from beforehand. Goes back to doing some fighting. He's gonna go down with him. Alright. Get a little bit of this. Whoop. Nope. And again, if you have any kind of questions on some of the processes of kind of what's going on, or you just are generally kind of curious about what I'm doing in Adobe, let me know. I'm not doing a great job of checking chat, but Josh and Paul going back and forth on the drones. Surplus Predator drone. I think you might have NSA at your door in a few minutes. No, Ross did great. I was very happy to see Ross, especially since, you know, everyone's kind of a question mark right now with, you know, what training they were able to do during COVID. And when I moved back to Philly, I wasn't able to keep track of you guys in DC so much. So I'm so excited to see that he's really doing well, because he was fighting you Lions, and you know it was not an easy road for them. You guys got some good fighters. Oh yeah, go hang out with your daughter, man. Appreciate you dropping by, but. This is when the Hebrew gets to gripe about no one halted their streams for Rosh Hashanah or Passover, so I'm gonna do it during Easter. Okay. I am gonna save because I'm always worried. I shouldn't even say worried. I should say paranoid, because I have lost projects before from just random crashes. Paul, you were actually there for that when my computer crashed when we were doing that podcast. I think it was like one of the final episodes. It crashed and we had to like do 2 passes, and it was like 2 in the morning. And we finally got done. Oh, that next day at work was miserable. Let's see if she's got a good shot at the end there. I know I got a good one. A little further away. I like the other one better. Alright, that's fine. So let's go ahead and clean this up a little. We're just gonna... going to go ahead and we're just going to de-enable all these where we have multicam, because I know that's where we're going to have our wide shot, so I don't need to fuss about which ones. That was just there so I can time it up and make sure it's not overlapping, and kind of transfer it over in one easy grab. But, okay, let's get this one. But I think our footage is now done. So, we'll go back. Looks like we got about 20 minutes, maybe a little shy of 20 minutes of fighting footage. Alright. So now we get to do a little bit of fun stuff, and we get to do some graphics. Yeah, we were all dragging. So now, this is something that, if you are ever thinking about doing some kind of themes with some of your videos, and you want to like make things easy on yourself, these are motion graphic templates, otherwise known as Mogurts. There's a bunch of free, like, save yourself some hassle. You can go through and do a bunch of work on After Effects to kind of custom make some. But you can literally Google like free Mogurts and you'll find a bunch of them. The one I have in the bag is an Adobe stock one. Like I'm not gonna fucking, you know, do a whole thing like that. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna try and make it as easy and effective as is possible. And it comes with the subscription of Adobe, so it's not like I gotta worry about like licensing and all that other bureaucratic bullshit. This is Adobe Premiere. The process, I'm assuming, is very similar, depending on, you know, what program you are using. So stuff like motion graphic templates, I'm sure if you're using Vegas, that's the, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the Apple version. I'm not a big Apple guy, so I'm not truly, but if you use like Filmora, I'm pretty sure you can use Mogurts in there. I don't think it's strictly a Adobe kind of file type, so I'm pretty sure it travels well. So essentially what I'm doing here is this is going to be the intro to the thing. We got the Barbarians versus the Iron Lions. Josh, if you have a better Iron Lions, well, he's going with his daughter, but this is kind of the only good heraldry one that I could find, which I do love. The whoever you guys got to do that is, whew, mwah. But even the Barbarian one, I like that one. A lot of them kind of go with like the standard, you know, what you'd find in medieval times, but this one, I think it's a nice blend of modern and kind of historical. Let's see. But here's where I'm just going to be going over. This is the teams that are fighting. Now a breakdown of singles. So the good thing about Mogurts is I'll go ahead in here. You can essentially edit them without doing too much. You set the different limits that you have in here. So if I don't want that to be green, I could change this to like, let's say I want it orange. It changes everything and goes through all the shading and stuff. I can change the different text here, and I could put whatever I want. So yeah, there's a lot you can do with these Mogurts, and it really cuts down the workflow and simplifies it a lot. And unfortunately, there's some limitations to it, but let's see. So pick my font. I've been kind of using to keep it like somewhat medieval themed. I've been using this Mason Serif. It's like a good kind of blend of, you know, readability and medieval. So here's just kind of where I'll break it down for the audience. I've always been a big fan of making it very easy for fans to understand and follow along with. The general rule of thumb is assume the fans know nothing so that everyone can be on an even footing. Now we're gonna go. I genuinely forgot that I had those hotkeys already assigned to. I forgot I had those hotkeys. Sorry about that. Assigned to OBS, so I gotta remember to use the numpad and not the key numbers. It's a work in progress, folks. It's clearly a professional. Okay. But now I gotta make sure to change this and go back, and it's not like that poopy brown. Okay, what's order for weapon strikes? Alright, sorry, I'm just gonna go through and change this so I don't constantly get you guys out with my hotkeys. Change it to the numpad. Alright, there we go. Should be a little better. Gotta love professionalism. Okay, 3 rounds. Okay, perfect. That looks good. And let me just go ahead and change this back. So, little trick I do just to keep the colors consistent. I like to just, every once in a while. Oh, no. Idiot move there. Alright, cool. Alright. Daughter found him fast. So I never understood that. So someone go ahead and walk me through this. What is like the actual, like what is with the bunny and the eggs? Like explain this for my Hebrew ass that doesn't know anything about this. Because it always just sounded weird to me. Oh, I was wondering why I didn't... I guess you guys saw that notification too, but I was wondering why I didn't get that ACW post. Alright, cool. But yeah, so the Mogurts make it easy, and I do like to... so you can see, that's an Adobe stock one, so if I go down... Let me just go to the favorited ones. If I go through, it's the stock one is yellow. So what I like to do just to make it easy, I'll actually, let me go ahead and just make a new folder. Make my Mogurt file. Okay. Oh, I stand corrected. There's a... I guess it's there? Or maybe... Can I just... add that to Mogurt? Okay, cool. Alright, perfect. Okay. Corporate marketing, yeah. I believe that a lot more. Okay, so it's for fertility. Good. And I don't mean to offend my Christian listeners, but it seems pagan as shit. Which I'm all about, don't get me wrong. Like, at the end of the day, you do you, boo. But, like, I just like seeing that. I'm like, it's... I think all they need to do is just, like, sacrifice a bunny and, like, use its blood. It's pagan as fuck. It's not even that type of pagan. I shouldn't get that stereotype going. Pagans are nice. Let's see. Also a little trick to Mogurts as well. What was I gonna say? So a lot of these are kind of fixed time so that the animations can go smooth. If you need it to go longer, just make 2 of them. Speed duration, reverse it. And then you can just pretty much extend this out. But this is just to make it kind of stay a little longer. So like if we watch it here, then it'll just kind of go back on itself and keep it nice and smooth. Because if we don't do that, you'll see, I'll show you, there's a little bit of a stutter that happens. So like you'll be watching it, and then it'll just do this weird jump cut. It just like kind of. Wait, did it take? Don't you make a liar out of me? Did this one already kind of like. Oh, fucking Adobe! Those motherfuckers knew my dumbass would, so they made it so that it loops, right? So it naturally loops. Okay. So I stand corrected on that one, but a lot of the other Mogurts, you might have to, you know, do the reverse speed. Come on, Adobe, why you gotta make me look like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing? Probably because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. I just fool people into thinking I know. Okay, so that one's out of the way. The plan is I gotta make 3 separate ones. I gotta do the format of the kind of, I'd call it like the modern sports kind of format, where what's it called? Where there's like quarters and dedicated time. You can bop along as well. Let's see here. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be something I'm going to be doing a lot more. They won't be all editing. These won't be all like kind of editing instructional videos. This one's just to kind of keep me honest and to keep this project moving along, because I'm very excited about kind of the potential this has. Keep it. There we go. Keep it consistent. Whenever possible, I love to just copy paste. Some people call it lazy, I call it consistent. So, as a good friend of mine once says, get fucked, guy. Let's see here. We don't want to do this singles. This is going to be... what would be like a good name for this? Josh, is there a specific name for this type of format? Where they go quarters instead of kind of first to 11, because it's essentially, we keep calling it chapter matches, but I don't know if there's like a specific term. The other one's kind of easy, like first to 11. I guess I could just call it like just like maybe I'll do a few different ones. Maybe do ones for scoring points, and then another for round breakdown. That sounds good in my head. See how it works. So then for this one, it'd be I'll call it timekeeping for now. Working title. So I guess I'm gonna need to talk to, I guess, either Jay, Brennan, or someone like in those like big wig ACS people. Or I guess we got some people at the hall. Is this what the hall standard is now? The like the 4-quarter, 15-minute time limit chapter matches? Or are you guys still doing kind of first to 11 or 21, or first to a set number of points? Steel Tiger Media, good to see ya. I know that's a little trick I like to do for when I'm watching like Paul's I think Paul's for the most part on YouTube. Bear and Ringo for the most part on Twitch, so I can't switch too much. But on YouTube, it's nice and easy to flip between personal and professional accounts to get those unique viewer counts up. Hey, if they're gonna play fuck games, I'm gonna play fuck games. So now I just gotta make sure. So we're gonna have timekeeping, scoring points, timekeeping, singles, and then we'll do melee. Yeah, the watch hours. That's the big one they're always going on and on about. Let's see. Massive brain fart moment there. Okay. Melee. See, and this is where my dyslexic ass always kicks in, because I always forget if the two E's are at the beginning or at the end of melee. I hate that word melee. I wish we had a better word. That word is the bane of my existence for all like the RPGs I play, for the amount of like D&D nerd like shit that I consume on a daily basis, and I can never remember how to spell melee. Oh my god, that drives me up a wall. Are you at 4,000? Good shit, Paul. Awesome. That is awesome. You end up getting a... Because I know... what's YouTube's partner program? Like... Or I guess not maybe partner, but I know they have like a certain milestone. If you hit like a certain amount of watched hours, they might try and put ads in. So do you qualify for ads at that point for 4,000 in a calendar year? And is that for last year or for this current year so far? Because they like the people like a lot of those like podcasts and stuff like that, the podcast is 2 hours, and if you have 2,000 times even 100 viewers, if they watch that full 2 hours, that's a whole lot of view time, and that's the metric that they love. Oh, I think I have a present coming in. Alright, this is now a mukbang channel, as I'm gonna eat this lovely cupcake that my wife has prepared. So, happy Easter, I guess, from one Hebrew to another. I don't know. What's that? You said there's berry? Is it gonna gush everywhere? Am I gonna get clipped in a mess and this is gonna be the new GIF floating around? Nice. That's good. Oh, yeah! Oh, hi, Fletcher. Cupcake breaks, they're mandatory for productivity. I'm a professional, right? Thank you to my lovely wife. Thank you. Very nice. My wife. Let me clean myself up to make sure I don't have just white on my face for the rest of the live stream. I'm sure that'll be great clipped. Alright, I want to see your analytics. 4,420. Gotcha. Hopefully it works out for you in the future. I'd love to see you get to like a point where you can reliably just get ads on there. That'd be awesome. And I'm curious, did you get an uptick in subscribers when you did your was it across the list, across the world list? I'm sorry, my brain's farting. But when you were starting to do the international live streams. Because it's French. I mean, I would, Jeremy, I would believe you, but I can barely kind of read and write English as it is. That's one thing the Army did not teach me how to do. It taught me how to fire rounds, not read. Oh, looks like the dog left. Paul is a groundbreaker right now. Taking that glass ceiling and just giving it the barbarian head smash. Okay, let's keep at it. I'm getting distracted. Fuck, that cupcake was good. Oh. Hey, babe. We're not bringing those cupcakes to Easter. They're staying here. I'm eating them all. Oh, they can't hear you say no, so I'm going to assume you said yes. Alright, thank you. Giveaway, yeah. That'll, people love free shit. And it's one of the tried and true tactics to get people to subscribe. Say, if you're a subscriber, you get this for free. You'll definitely get some. Alright. So let's go ahead and, clean some of this up now that we got the Mogurts in the right place where we want them. And note to self, the macros are on the num key this time, so I should be good to go. And shorts. Like, you wearing shorts? Is that like your OnlyFans? You just like get some Daisy Dukes on? Oh, the shorts where you smash stuff. Oh yeah, I've got a serious plan where I'm going to be smashing stuff too, so that's going to be fun. Let's see here. What am I doing? Scoring points. Gotcha. All right. And I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but Josh, maybe you know as well. When you do the format of the quarters, you're still using the you win the round, you just win it, and not like the amount of people still on their feet. That's how many points you get. Are you smashing on a car door? Nice. Let's see. Melee rounds. No coin cap per. We'll call it a half this time. There was only 2 halves. I want to call it a quarter and only see 2 quarters. Gotcha. And I know that's a bottom thing to have like a... Or has IMCF adopted it too, where they have 10-minute rounds? Because I know I was watching the women's roundtable Ringo did, and I think Beth brought it up that they have like a 10-minute like total fight time. and I think they were she was saying like they were the reason. I forgot. Beth was talking. I think it was Hannah. I think is the reason for that. Sorry, I'm absolutely poo-poo with names. But yeah, if anyone hasn't seen that, definitely and 2 weekends from now, Greg. I think it's on the 17th. Right? 17th? Yeah, 17th. Yeah, we'll keep it simple for this one. And so it's scoring points, timekeeping, 1-minute rounds. No, so this is for the singles, so let's go ahead and change that. Ooh, excuse me. Chicken wing, but not hooking, I guess. And I think it's going to be cattle fencing anyway, so that's like the only positive of having the cattle fencing is you don't have to worry about which rule set you're using because you can't do either. Oh, okay. Timekeeping. 15-minute pads. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but the time only stops when there's an armor failure and an injury. In between rounds and during rounds, the clock is still going. I probably should have some sort of what's it called? I should have the actual like PDF to double check this stuff, and really I should have it all known anyway. But I've never seen the 15-minute halves really too much. It's a new thing. Single wing after. It's very true. Looking cute. Okay. Let's see here. 15-minute halves. Time does not stop between rounds. Let's see. Just because I know it happens later, might as well just put it in here now. That time is strict. Teams face penalty if let's say teams face penalty if they delay fights. That's good enough. Let's see. 15-minute halves. Time does not stop between the rounds. Time strict. Teams face penalty if they delay the fights. Let's see. That should be good for there. And then the singles. 1-minute round. 1-minute break. Let's move this up top. There we go. I think we can add a little more space in between. this is maybe a purchase for the future, but I gotta get like a Stream Deck so I can free up my keyboard to not have my keybinds associated with it. Let's see. Yeah, I know. My macros, I keep shifting between. Does this do anything? Okay. Oh, nope. I guess it does do something. Alright, the F1 through 2 keys, it's not gonna work. So if this becomes a more natural thing, maybe I'll get a Stream Deck. Gotta love technical difficulties. Alright, let's get back to work. There we go. That'll work. Okay, cool. Okay. So, my next... Well, I guess at that point, I'm kind of thinking out loud, but I'm thinking for live streams. Trying to get Mogurts to go in live streams, but at that point, it could just be export a video with all this on there and just use the Mogurt as the template to do it. To talk over, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Just kind of thinking out loud. So there will be audio over this. Right now, all I'm doing is getting... the thought behind this is to make this as natural as it can be, so that it feels like a live kind of broadcast. So right now, I'm essentially getting a finished product out there. And then adding in audio afterwards. So... let's kind of review what we have right now. So, let's just go ahead and move all this a little closer so I'm not breaking my scroll wheel. Okay. Okay, so let's just check our work just to make sure we're good to go. Let's actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add in a transition between, or actually, I don't need to do that. What I need, transition, there we go. Whoop, shit. Okay. Alright, let's actually move this up one. Alright. Go through and scrub it real quick. There we go, that looks a lot better. Alright, there we go. Looking a little smoother so we can try and hide actually... Let's see, we'll go green and... What a good purple. I like purple. Show my Monarch colors a little. My adopted team. Okay, appreciate it. I'll probably go through and just double check it for that one. Oh. If you guys feel like yelling at me and feel you need to get the aggression out, which I fully endorse, every like 15 minutes or so, if you want to shout at me to save, it will be much appreciated. Alright. So I'm curious in the chat, if this is your first time tuning into the stream, let me hear, let me see your face and drop a line in chat so I can say hello. Okay, let's watch it at full time, see how it looks. It seems like we got it for the most part taken care of. There we go. That's looking smooth. And let's play around with putting a transition between the text so it's a little smoother. I personally love the cross dissolve. I use that one a lot. Okay. Let's see how it looks. This is... I do love this song, but I'm pretty sure this is actually copywritten. Although I'm pretty sure these guys are copywritten too, because, like, I'm pretty sure I don't know if they're signed or not. I'm pretty sure they're signed. Because they actually got they're like fairly big in Japan, and like China or Japan. And they ended up, I forgot which festival it was, but they like opened for Megadeth. Like, I'm super, super proud of those guys. Even though, like, I was a shit to them in high school, but weren't we all little shits in high school? But it's like super proud of like the work they were able to do, and like really, maybe add it for that has text in there too. I'll add a cross dissolve in here. Okay, that should be fine. We could double check that. I think it just doesn't want to play nice with Mogerts, but that's fine. So we'll just add the cross dissolve in there. Okay, cool. I don't necessarily care. Oop, shit. Yeah, definitely. It's what is it? There's 6 minutes are already gone, so then you have 11 minutes left. So I'd say, yeah, probably. So what's it, like 6? So then there's 11 minutes. So yeah, it's 8 or 9 is the max you can get, but the Spring Ritual of Ostara. Okay. Yeah, if you want to, if you know a lot more about that, I love kind of the links between Christianity and paganism, just because it makes me giggle, because I live in America and the amount of fucking nutbag Christians we have is obscene. But it just makes me giggle. You know, if you want to pray in your own time and keep it to yourself, I'm all about it. You shove that shit in my face, then we have words. Is Ostara Norse, or is that Egyptian, or maybe Celtic, or I'm curious what like what form of paganry, what flavor of paganry it is. Okay. So, we're making some good progress on this. A lot of the heavy lifting is done. Now it becomes a lot more finesse work. With about an hour and a half in. Alright, you guys are keeping me on track. So now I'm just going to review. Let's have them fade in. Is there an easy way? Because I can go through with the opacity, but I don't necessarily feel like doing that. Boy, puppy break. Let's see. Can I just cross dissolve it with nothing in front of it? Yes, I can. Perfect. I might end up playing around with this a little to make it a little more interesting. I don't necessarily love this look. It kind of gets the point across and is like decent for right now, but definitely want to do something different with it. But we got more important shit to worry about now. So now I want to essentially make 3 different ad breaks. So we're gonna do one for the Mountain Run Winery. We're gonna do one for content creators, and we had some friends from the Fantasy Network stop by, so I do want to give them a little video spot as well, because they seem like pretty cool people. So throw them a little plug. I don't know really what else to plug in this little kind of makeshift thing, so we'll at least the logo's uneven. Yeah. I kind of just am gonna play around with some of the different designs. I might see if there's any other Mogurts that are available or any sort of things I can play around with. It may just be one of those things that I keep right now just because this is like the first draft and it's just something to put out there. And then refine it as it goes if this catches on, which I hope it does. Because I know the Midwest is in dire need of some eyes on it. So I'd love to be able to just take some of their fights and kind of clean it up and make it look a lot more professional and get some more eyes on it. Otherwise, this is looking fairly well. We'll give it a kind of once over. Okay. Point cap per half. Cool. Alright, so 15-minute halves. Time does not stop between the rounds, but time is strict. Teams are going to face a penalty if they delay fights. We got places to be, and I know you want to get to the action, so we're not going to let the teams delay it. Now moving on to the singles. These will be 1-minute rounds with a 1-minute break in between. They're going to be 3 rounds, and it's going to be a one-on-one fight with points awarded for weapon strikes. Fighters that win their round will win a point for their team, so you can bet their team's going to be rooting on. Then we'll transition into the melee with 1-minute rounds. Oh, that's something. See, this is why you go back and double check yourself, because I'm an idiot and did not change this. Alright. So this will be 5-on-5, 5v5 format. No time limit for fighting. 1 minute. Go. 1 minute break between rounds. Let's see, so fighter is down. Please stay. only one essence stay. Let's see, 5v5 format, no time limit for fighting, 1 minute break in between rounds. Once a fighter is down, they stay down. Let's see. Fighting will only stop for a 3v1. Armor failure. Let's see, is there anything else that will stop it? Go 3-1 or armor failure. That seems good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. My little baby bladder can only take so much. Be right back. Now my macro wants to not act up. Fun. Okay, sorry about that. Coffee has a side effect of me peeing every 2 seconds. But yeah, that was a really good interview. Paul and Land, 2 great guys. Okay, gotta get that vape ready because quitting smoking is a bitch. Where did my... There it is. Hiding behind chat. My vape juice. Vape nation. Alright. So now I'm going to show an easy way to kind of get some footage to put in a... Why does this bottle have to be so tooting? Alright. Show an easy way to kind of get some footage if you need to kind of... If you want to download YouTube videos, there's plenty of... if you just like search it on Google, just like a YouTube video ripper. I like to do that for the most part, so let's go ahead and do that. I think I might actually make another sequence. Just, oh, let me save this. What juice I got? It's actually from a place in Jersey. It's blackberry, 3% nicotine, or 3 milliliters, or 3 megagrams. It says mgs. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It's my wife that does that science witchcraft. But yeah, it's. See, Josh, I'm trying. All right, I'm trying. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some footage. Get some footage from Paul. So let's just go to Paul the Barbarian. As I butcher that. But I want to see if he has just like a quick like a highlight reel of him. Let's see. Not seeing a whole lot. I don't think he's uploaded one. There must be one of him. Maybe Ringo made one. But in any case, if we find one, we can go ahead and add that in later. But I'll just take a few of his videos. This would be kind of a good variety to get. So I like just using it's called this like 4K video ripper. I think 4K video downloader. But it's pretty easy. You literally just copy the link in there and paste it in, and it'll go ahead and it'll parse it, whatever parsing means. Melee and parsing, I feel like they're both French words that I just have no clue, and I'm sure Bear will just roll his eyes at me. But I don't know. Oh, stop it, Josh. I know, it's a process. And yeah, it's good. It's actually my first time trying the blackberry. I usually stick with fruit flavors. I tried some like dessert ones, which had like mixed results. What you doing, boy? Fletcher, you want to be on stream? Yeah, okay, time to say hi. Alright, come here, puppy. Come here, boy. Okay, come here, you. You want to be on stream? Okay. You want to say hi? Oh. Say hi to... Oh, I know. Are you tired? You just want to sleep, don't you? Say hi, everyone. Hi there. Okay, I know. I'll stop embarrassing you. Alright, go back to sleep, boy. Good boy. Yeah, me and my sugar. Extract audio, video. There we go. 1080p. Alright. And then, just to keep it easy, Lions vs. Barbarians. Paul. This is workshop vid. but I kind of want to get a little bit of everything he does. So we'll do one of him doing that, and then let's get him and Kraken. Gotta have my 2 lovebirds in there. Okay, so that's there. Alright, so we'll download that. Let that download. This is actually pretty good. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Yeah, he left. He must go be with mom. Can I pet that dog? Alright. Alright, so it looks like that one's done. And actually, you know what? I'm not making money on it, and they won't take the video down. I'll just play some other shit too. I'll go with, you know what? I'll put on, this is my Easter playlist. It's just like all Heilung and like pagan stuff, because it makes me giggle. There we go. Setting some vibes. There we go. Okay. Looks like that one's done. Take a while to parse. So now this is just going to be taking clips, and we'll find some background footage to put in there. That might be a little too low. There we go. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, yeah. If you never heard of Heilung before, oh, they're like it's almost like religious to me listening to them. Like you just like put that on, just like go sit and meditate in the forest. Oh, perfect way to spend your weekend. I've also found it's a lot of fun to do before. I do that before practice sometimes, and it kind of puts me in like a nice, like kind of centering and like meditative, and like let me know if anyone's tried doing meditation. It's something I've like started doing, but I'm really starting to. Let's see. It's just name this real quick. But I've kind of put my I've decided to dub that my 20s is the age of aggression. My 30s are going to be the age of enlightenment, and I'm going to be like trying to get more spiritual, but not religious. I know that's the famous Daniel Tosh quote. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. Well, I'm not honest, but you're real interesting. Well, that's my favorite. Just listen to her sing. She's got such an amazing voice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wardruna, I can't remember. But I like them. See, I got a bit of a controversial take on them. It's like, I like them. I would definitely go see them live. But like it's like, I love Heilung because it's very percussive. And like, I definitely like, I'm a drummer, so I love just like the like percussive and like it almost, I remember seeing a interview with them where they say they use the drums to kind of regulate your heartbeat to control the mood that they want to put across. And like, I love that. And let's get one of his smashing videos in there. He said he did well with that, so let's get this in there. It's only a quick clip, but get that in there too. Yeah. That's why I like, you know, it's cheesy to say not religious but spiritual. I do think there is a difference, but it's something I'm experimenting with more. It also doesn't help that I just eat a fuck ton of mushrooms to do it. I'm fucking with you, I don't take mushrooms. Seems like a good time, but I have not done it. Mostly because I've been enlisted for a while, and drugs are a no-no. Even though it's hard to test for that for them. If you do, Stump, if you do like, Wardruna and High Lung, I don't know if you've heard these guys before, but they're called Scald. And they have a lot of really good songs. No, I don't want to download the whole channel. Did it really ask me to download his whole channel? Paul, this this thing really was. I've never seen that message pop up before. But Paul, this program really wants me to download your whole. Maybe one day I'll just live stream me downloading Paul's channel and watching it. Should I just upload React videos to Paul's commentary? I think Lane was talking about doing that. It was making me laugh. But now that we got that set up, let's go ahead back into Premiere and actually do some work. But we're just going to go to the end here. And we're going to start to splice together like a quick 20-30 second ad for him. Just to keep it easy. I like to just... Like, my mind is very kind of like folder driven, so I like to just, if I don't have it, like the sequences I'll just leave there, but if I'm not actively using something, I'm just gonna, let's see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna condense this a little. For some reason, I just don't like clutter, but like sometimes I just make things look dirty as shit. Like, don't look at my sink right now. The dish is in there. Yeah, they're definitely more tribal. I put like Wardruna as like cinematic and High Lung as like tribal. Easier. Let's make another folder with a. Put that as our images. And this is purely my OCD kicking in. This is definitely something you don't need to do, but I feel like it just makes it easier for me instead of just scrolling non-stop. And then let's have Paul's. Whoops. Paul's ad, so we can put his videos in there. Danheim, yes, they're another great one. I actually used them in my D&D campaign as background. Well, let me put on the song. They were, if anyone's played through the Lost Mines of Phandelver, I had that in the background as they were going through and fighting the Black Spider. I won't say too much about it in case you haven't played through it and don't want me to spoil it for you. I guess now that we got some tribal shit going, it'll give me a chance to shut up and you can enjoy the music. Once again, appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat. Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm going to be doing... I got to pick a day and a time that might work. I don't want to interrupt the current live streaming people within the Armored Combat sphere. But I might be playing some video games, getting some viewers in there, and playing along with you guys. I'm just doing some fun shit. Gale Deer. Don't know if I've heard of them. I might have to look them up. had this going when they were going through a cave and fighting. It was a good time. I'd love to see someone just join in right now. Just be like, what the fuck are they listening to? Bannerlord, yeah. Is there... Can you do co-op on Bannerlord? I'm trying to remember. I know they have a multiplayer. Maybe we could just have people squad up and do some fun in there. Let's see. Maybe even do some Photoshop in a minute. Thinking of making a channel? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I know, what's his face out in Pittsburgh? John Hall, Back the Night. He has some cool stuff. He does like ballroom dancing, and it's like really interesting to watch some of that stuff. Let me actually do this instead of just pasting the whole thing in there. Like 10 seconds, I think, is probably enough. Just need him talking with Kraken. That seems good. Grab that. Throw that there. That's a tired boy. Oh, hi there. Just because I do love the live version so much more than they're recorded, which is great. But go ahead and you had me thirsting for this song because it is a great pump up song. Let's see here. Let's get a good shot of him working with his hands a little. This is some pre-fight stuff. I love the switch up between like the triplet feel and then like just a straight up pulsing quarter note. And then let's get one of him smashing. That's a good smash. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some like kind of artwork from him. Luckily, I was doing a project with him already, so I got a few of his kind of stock pictures. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. from Denmark. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, man. We're doing some editing. This is a chapter match that I was, or kind of like a little scrimmage that was filmed in Virginia. And we're going through and putting it together so it could seem like a televised kind of event. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to keep that in the images here. But yeah, we're just hanging out, doing some editing, and just kind of shooting the shit. So appreciate you tuning in from Denmark. And let's go ahead and make like a little base for it. Let's make a new one. Do 1080. That's what this is going to be in. So let's go ahead and throw this up there. Let's actually let's actually do this. I'm gonna play around with how we want to do this, but this isn't a full 1080, so it might look a little strange with that in the center. So let's do it this way. What am I doing? We're gonna duplicate this. Duplicate the layer. Alright, so we're gonna hide this one. And what we're gonna do, let's work with this one, and we're going to essentially, no. Alright. Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, so we gotta put this here. Stroke, no stroke, only fill. We want to just get he's very angry. We wanna, oh shit. Let me actually get the full thing in there. Okay, perfect. So, now we're gonna bring this back up. I might have fucked myself. Let's actually hide this again. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So now we're gonna merge this, so it's like deleting it, but we get a nice crisp line. Convert to smart object. So now, we're going to put this on the top layer. Fuck. Let's do this. Like I said, not a pro in any sense of the words. Okay. Alright. Let's make this a... Okay, this is what I was working on before. Alright. Let's just go ahead and export this real quick. It's going to be a little messy. I'm sure there's more effective ways to do this, but I don't know. Now can we... Alright, cool. So now what we're going to do, I think this will work a little bit better. Okay, so now we got that there. What we're going to do... okay. There we go. Put this on the top layer. Perfect. Just make sure it all lines up. There we go. Now what we can do is erase some of this. Since that other layer is hiding it, we get a nice kind of clean version of like a little pawl. As I said, probably more effective ways to do it, but it's a nice down and dirty kind of title card for him. And then we can have that over some footage of some like background footage of the event. Some of the other ones probably caught of them just hanging out. So how are things in Denmark? What's going on over there? You is Easter a big thing in Denmark, or I guess that's my ignorant Americanism, not knowing anything about any other country. So you'll have to excuse me. So like I said, making things simple. Why try and create something when we can just crop it and make it work better for us? So now we're going to go back to our original. We're going to go with some of these dead space. But I want to see... Samsung was able to get more. So let me just enable her, see if she's got any good footage of them just kind of hanging out. Or did she... She just had it in her pocket here. Alright, that's fair. Some of the fighting's going on. I think she did get some in between fights. Okay, not great. Not a problem. So, I know I took some kind of stock footage as well, so let's see if we can use that. Let's see what we're gonna do now. Say I'm a little worried about taking my SD card out of there, so we might have to do that later, and not on stream. I don't need to kind of have the stream and that going. But let's see if she's got anything in between some of these fights. Perfect, she does. Okay, so we'll take this and use this as the background should get some position here. Alright, a little bit of background footage as we roll some ads. She kind of cuts off here. Alright, perfect. That'll do. Perfect. Alright, let's get that in there. And it looks like he might have left. Alright. Friend from Denmark's gone. That's fine. So, let's get our ad break in here. Give me 1 sec. I gotta read that message. So, okay. Well, that sucks, but oh well. Sorry, I got a notification about a fight that's going to be happening on the 17th, which will be live streamed. So be ready to get more information about that. Okay, that must have been their last song, so they were doing that. What's another good one? This is a fun one. A little twang. So, what's everyone doing for Easter? I don't know really the traditions that people do, so curious to see what you all do. It's a little louder because it's not live, so I'll turn that down. Let's see. Okay, that'll work. Let's try and get the background in as much as we can. Should be panning around, so that's fine. Okay. I should put this with Paul's ad. Makes a little more sense. Oh, that's not what we want. Take that out of there. Let's put in the one we just did. Oh, not the meme pack. Should we... Speaking of those memes that you want to put in there, we got a bunch of... Like I said, make it easy for yourself. We could put in someone getting sniped. This is going to be a lot of the other ones. I am going to be using these meme packs because it makes me laugh, so one day it'll be in there, but this one's a serious thing. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's reposition this. Let's actually make it a consistent size. I think that might be best. That looks good. Move it down a little, get the whole thing in there. Looks like there's... Perfect. Maybe one more. Alright, cool. That's a good one. I'm curious, does anyone play Destiny 2? Please tell me someone does. Because I will talk Destiny for the next 3 hours easily. Scale of 45. This one. This is going to be a little weird. Can I get him in there? Let's extend that a little. Just so we can smash. Still. Okay, what's that looking like? 15, about a 20-second ad. All right, not too bad. Now let's get Ringo's in here. Seems like that's a long one. I wish his weren't so long. Alright, well, it'll give us time to do stuff while it's kind of downloading and parsing. But this is a nice format. I like this layout of it. So let's go ahead, paste that in there, let it parse. My ultimate favorite song of Heilung. So good. Okay, so that's going. let's go ahead and see if we can't clean this up a little. So let's play around with, excuse me. Yeah. See if I can, let's put a transition in here. Let's actually, I don't want the purple one. It was good to switch it up on the... Just... Just see if I can. Just paste it in this layer. Okay, let's see. Perfect. So, that... Go brighter. There we go. Let's just put this in the Mogurt for the transition. Perfect. Clear that one out. Perfect. All right. Let's see, is this done yet? Perfect. 720. Okay. Okay, go ahead and download that. As that's going, we're going to continue working here because productivity. And then let's add another cross dissolve there. Nice. All right, I'm liking it. Saving my ass there, Stump. Appreciate it. Then let's add another transition. So this is what I love about kind of having this side thing and getting a little... Like, a lot of this... When people think about editing, they think, like, slaving over... Like, this does take a while, don't get me wrong. But... make shit redundant. Make it easy. Because a lot of this now is just going to be lining it up now that we've kind of done the grunt work of like finding it and cropping it. So now all we need to do is kind of just condense it so that I have something to commentate over. And just make sure these transitions are smooth. The key is to get it right in the middle to when it's completely covered. And it gives you a little bit of leeway there. But, okay, I'll respond to Kraken later. I'm gonna give him shit and be like, why aren't you watching the stream? You'd be able to ask me right here. Oh, Josh, you stop it right now with your bald beautifulness. Talk about talent. You've literally... How many of your fighters was this like their... Well, you've been on a little kick of having fights lately, so how many of this like stretch of 6 fights is this of your fighters right now was this their like first stretch of fights? Talking about outshining your talent. The fuck out of here. I ain't having that. We build up, not tear down here at the nightlife. You can catch my motivational talks in my current TED Talk. Let's see. I think that'll do it. There we go. Better. Yeah, exactly. Don't you tell me my talent's making you look bad. Okay, cool. So that's done. So now let's find more of Ringo's stuff. Okay. Okay. So we got one of Ringo doing a fight breakdown. Let's get a few more clips in there. Let's see, what else he got? Let's get a round table of his that he has. Let's try and get like a packed one in there. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna be saving this. I just saw this. Here's one for you, Josh. Oh yeah, we both have skills. It's what's it called? But this was a it's a skill for a reason. It's not like a prodigy where you're just born with it. Like, go listen to some of those early videos I did. Like, it's rough. I had to find like my camera voice, and like it's something that a lot of people like need to. I know he's sleeping. That's a good boy. Yeah, but it's something a lot of people have to like work for, and it's not easy. People think, oh, I talk all the time. I could easily do it in front of a camera. Well, I got news for you. No, the fuck you can't. And you don't sound angry all the time. You have a funny thing where like you get passionate about something, but then like to everyone who doesn't know you, it just like seems like anger, but like you're not angry. I think it's the bald head. We got to get you like a nice mullet, and then that'll ease it, I think. You should get a wig, and when I'm growing my hair back out now that I can, and we can both have mullets together. Okay. What's next on the... Oh, I like these two back together. We already listened to that one song, but I like it a lot, so we're listening to it again. Because I'm inconsiderate. Need a toupee. Well, you know, when men reach a certain age, you know, it's not uncommon, you know, when you get up there. I mean, I know you probably haven't worn a toupee since your time back when you were crossing the Delaware, so I know it's probably, you just got to dust it off, and you have like the powder and the wig and everything from back in the day. Let's see. What am I doing? Fuck, you got me off chance. Oh yeah, let's keep, is this? Okay, cool. Okay, download that. Ringo's ad, cool. Or no, this is gonna be your ad. Okay. For anyone wanting Tutor Pooper is my wife. It's a lovely pet name. All the love. So we're running on about 3 hours. I might cut it at 1 o'clock. I think it's. Thank you all for staying in here. Some of you have been in here the whole time, and it really does mean a lot. So I really do appreciate it. But I'm hoping by this weekend by next weekend. Wow. By next weekend, it'll be complete, and I'm hoping to release it Saturday. And then there will be a live stream. I need to talk to Greg about where we're going to be streaming it to. If it's going to be on my channel, or if there's going to be like an ACS channel, maybe that we're going to be streaming to. The destination, I'm not too sure. A good default is going to be my channel, Nightlife, the one you're currently watching right now. So if you're not subscribed, highly recommend it. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Josh's ad, save, download. Yeah, that's 30. Yeah, that one's already done. Cool. So I'll do some of that stuff later. I'm gonna clean up some of this footage, and then I'll go through with the ad later. Okay, so this is gonna be a little repetitive, so if there's anything you want to gripe about and you want to just see, you want to have me join in the rage, feel free to drop it. We got any Eagles fans? Please tell me we got one Eagles fan in here right now. It's always my goal with this, is to just get at least one Eagles fan. Okay. And de-enable errors. Alright, perfect. Alright, take care, Josh. Thanks again for stopping by. He's currently in there with you. My wife decides that she has jokes and want to stream snipe me. Always the comedian, that one. Alright, there we go. Alright, starting to get a little more consistent. Yeah, this is the tedious part of editing. Like, it's especially, you know, when you find your groove and the right stuff that you want to do for each kind of shot. Now it just becomes about, you know, just constantly doing it. And this is the part that just makes editors lose their mind and slowly go insane. But it's all worth it because I love it. Gotta get that grind, gotta make that bread. All trendy words that kids use. Okay, show the dog, you little. I hear you giggling over there. You think you're hysterical. Are you funny? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. As much as I'd love hearing them scream, let's get a little more melodic. Alright, so let's... Now I'm just gonna get it all on the same kind of page. Now that I put those breaks in there just so I can keep track of it and not overlap some stuff, but now we can kind of crunch it all together and have somewhat of a working timeline. Okay. Sorry, I'm already like losing my mind. Little delirium. Does the body good. This should be the last one with that cut in there. Alright, cool. Alright, save that. I want to do that tediousness again. So the audio was pulled from the main source right here, so I just pulled it all together, and this is my actual, you know, the raw source of it, and it just kind of pulled them all together. And for most of it, I'm only doing the wide cam is gonna have the kind of the in-action audio going on. The rest of it's gonna just have commentary over like the what's it called? Like when we go to the instant replay here, and it'll just be me commentating over what's happening with a little bit better picture, and say all the cool stuff they're doing, and a nice hip toss. Factoring into some axe shots, going right at the knees, trying to go, or not at the knees, at the hips. That armor's weak, but he's chopping the weapon, and eventually it looks like someone else went down. Oh, nope, it was him. Submitted. He was gonna get hurt otherwise. And stuff like that. That's gonna be like the main feel of it. The main goal, Greg, since you came in late, and I think you might have missed in the beginning when I said this, but I want to have this kind of as close to what we discussed as our like kind of vision we have for the live stream. I want to have it as mirror that as close as I can, with the kind of the main shot for like the sustained main shot for the whole action, and then have the instant replay of the, you know, the close-ups. Okay. Yeah, oh, we're definitely gonna have to end this stream soon. I'm starting to go a little loopy here. Probably make it till about 1 o'clock. Yeah, I tried to get it as elevated as I could, but didn't have a whole lot of great options. But I mean, this was more so just to like get something done and to test out this format, to have some more remote locations send me some film, and you know, just something fun to play around with. It gives me a lot of practice, just making this post-production stuff, so it's a fun little thing to play around with. And that reminds me, I gotta talk to you later. I'm hearing from Kraken that some stuff may be changing, so I'll link up with you probably tomorrow. Don't want to interrupt your Easter, and I'm gonna be going to my wife's family's place for Easter, spending with the in-laws. Believe it or not, the Hebrews do not do much for Easter. Yeah, definitely that like little spider stand that you sent me is definitely gonna help. But yeah, I think our you know, live event, you know, content creation and streaming community as a whole, our big challenges, what's it called? It's just going to be trying to find solutions to the wide shot and how to do it on like a traveling, like make it travel friendly, I should say. But you know, it'll be a fun thing to kind of troubleshoot and get working. And I probably shouldn't even be putting all these transitions in because I feel like it's gonna change once I put the what's it called, the graphics of the different fighters in there as well. So this is just something to kind of finish out and end this stream on a clean note. I think I might cut it off as soon as I get the last of this kind of cropped together. So at least this footage is transitioned and kind of smooth on like a base level, and then just, you know, add some fun stuff. As just kind of extra, but make it to a point where I can, like, if this were to just play, I can do commentary over this, no problem. Yeah, he's with my wife right now. He will not be making an appearance, I don't think. And it sounds like he's eating some of her fabric. She's sewing some masks right now, and he loves shoes and fabric. Anything, and he is a little shit because he knows he's not supposed to. He'll grab it, put his ears behind his head, and like do a happy little prance because he knows he's getting away with something. A little dog. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what's going on with that one. Okay, cool. That looks like the last of that. Okay. Okay, so got a lot done today, so I want to thank you all for hanging in there with me. We got close to 20 minutes worth of footage, kind of cropped, transitioned, with some additional stuff that still is left to do, but for the most part, this is, I'd say we're about 60% done at this point. We still got to make the ads. I say we, but still got to make the ads for the different content creators. Got to make one for the winery who was hosting us, and maybe one more. Not to mention an ad for myself. Got to do some shameless plugs whenever I can. I got to do some graphics for the fighters themselves and add some additional things in there as well. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. But I think I'm gonna cut it here. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a lot of different stuff we do. I'm gonna be doing a lot more live streaming now that I'm out of my COVID bubble and kind of in a better headspace to do so. But really, I want to thank some of the people that have been in here from the beginning. Like that, it's so awesome. Really do appreciate that, and you know, keeping me sane and not just talking to myself, because I've definitely been there for those streams. So once again, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will catch you next time.